going? Welcome. BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, BLUECREW, and all the communities out there. Guys, welcome to another DLTalk. How's it going, BLUECREW? And once again, guys, my apologies for the spaces. I posted a Twitter spaces earlier talking about Ledger City, hanging out with the Ledger citizens, and it got cut off abruptly. My phone died in the middle of the space, unfortunately, but we were streaming for about a good hour plus there. We're going to be starting to do that more often. We're going to have Twitter spaces of Ledger City and getting the Ledger citizens, bringing more awareness to Ledger City through the Twitter sphere, and getting the Ledger citizens together, the XRP community together. Very excited for that game. I don't know if you guys saw the... Once again, guys, appreciate you tuning in. I'm not a financial advisor, not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. Please let me know if you guys can hear me clearly and if the visual is all good. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, yesterday on the chain live, having an interview with Mo Morrissey. Very exciting. Great interview. Answered a lot of questions and definitely just made me very bullish on XRP, but also the future of Ledger City. Right here is a little bit of a snippet or a little preview of what it looked like. You know, talking about, there's Mo Morrissey right there. Right? And Chip. Shout out to Chip. And guys, thanks for the shout out as well. Mo Morrissey actually shouted us out in the interview. I mean, that's amazing. They're definitely aware with what we're doing with LCU and the Ledger Citizens United. Getting the Ledger citizens together and talking about Ledger City, asking questions. Yeah, it's just out of this world that they shouted us out. So grateful. Crawfish XRP, Coin to Deck 1, loud and clear. Animal 54, Bone Step in the chat. What's up, Bone Step? We got an ultra green giant amongst us. Edward, Coin to Deck 1, Sniff. You guys are awesome. I like the new Tiger Cup. We got our little Tiger Inu. It's going to be an evolutionary process. Just like how it's going for the Green Giants, right? Green Giants are now in like the awkward teenage years. Can't believe you guys have already been supporting for up to 3 months. That's pretty awesome. I think we're in the 3rd month now. Guys, thanks for the 7 viewers, the 3 likes. Thanks for bringing awareness out there to what's going on. The YouTube algos really hate this channel, you guys. So, the BLUECREW and the Green Giants, they're kicking YouTube's butt. So what do we got going on in the past 24 hours here? It looks like Solana's back down to $82. XRP came back down to 73 cents. And BTC now down to 39K. But I think this is a pretty healthy retracement considering the level of a pump that we got just recently. But I think hopefully if we just create a higher low, that's all that matters, right? If we can retrace a little bit from the previous pump. But let's keep showing that bullish momentum, especially since the executive order has been signed. But a lot of people are expecting that this executive order actually is not good for crypto, right? Because they're showing, you know, trying to apply climate change agenda towards these digital assets, towards digital currencies. So that doesn't bode well for BTC, which could possibly not bode well for the overall market. Morning G rolling through real quick, just saying hello, been a minute. XR Pelican and Hasman, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in, my dude. For the Cloud said converted my Solana to more HBAR. Nice, man. I mean, HBAR is definitely an up-and-comer without a doubt. My cat just had kittens, one just like the cub. No way, a little yellow kitten like this. That's cute, man. That's awesome. I got my GDLT. Love it. Animal 54. It was for everyone as long as you set a trust line and let your address on the airdrop video comments. Exactly. The key was leaving your address on the airdrop video. Yeah, I know it's kind of harsh, but I do have some GDLT token that I'll be giving away to addresses that didn't get the airdrop. There's people who did leave comments, but they didn't have a trust line set. So there was about 3 addresses that I wasn't able to drop GDLT token to because they didn't have a trust line set. I thought it was just going to get burned, like it would send whether there's a trust line set or not, and it would just get burned. But nope, You need some makes it that you need to have a trust line set in order to even send the you know, for me to even send the transaction. Maybe it's time for BTC to be flipped. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. That's when XRP really starts to come into its own, right? Just like it did in 2017, while BTC is crashing down, XRP is going up. But a lot of people will say, dude, that's not right thinking. And no matter if BTC goes down, XRP will go down with it. But in 2017, sure, that was the flow of that. You know, XRP was going with the volatility of BTC, but there was a moment where XRP started going up while BTC was beginning its retracement. But people still believe that BTC has more bullish momentum to go, right? So maybe we're not at the top for BTC yet, which means it's not ready to turn the corner yet, where XRP would just start coming in and kicking some butt. Yep, 27,000. 2777. You guys are majority holders now. You guys have way more. I still have a good amount over y'all because I need to distribute more, because I was expecting it to send to 3 different addresses, but wasn't able to, right? But you guys are going to have a lot more than I will. You're already making me want to have a bigger bag. Who knows what the future of this token can bring, guys? I mean, that would be really cool if we could find some way of maybe, you know, getting it involved with Ledger City in some way. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe getting it on solo decks. I don't even know how we would do that. GDLT whales in the house. Yeah, everybody in here is a GDLT whale. How's it going, everybody? Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks so much for the support of the Blue Crew. You guys are amazing, man. I love that I can just jump on a stream. You guys are showing up and just already bringing some good info and just good times. There's too much TVL for BTC to flip. Terra Luna is backed by 1 billion in BTC. I'm not an XRP hater, and I think it will do well after the case, but let's be real. BTC isn't going anywhere. Exactly. BTC isn't going to go anywhere. I still even believe in the long term BTC won't be going anywhere, but I just don't think... Like, either BTC and XRP are like the Pepsi and Coke of this new era, or, you know, I think we're just about to progress into a next generation version of the crypto space. So I see BTC more becoming a kind of like an NFT, like it's a collectible that you just want to have. Sure, store value, for example, but in terms of the transaction volume running on it and being used for everyday payments or to settle everyday payments or micro payments, I think it's just a long ways away. But yeah, BTC and XRP can maybe be the top 2 cryptos of the future, like they probably have been already for some time. People will say XRP is not a top crypto, but, you know, I think it is. Bitcoin is the horse and carriage. Exactly. XRP is the Ferrari. Exactly. Like, but I could see it being like a collectible. It's like an artwork that you just want to have, like remembering how pivotal Bitcoin was to breaking the seal into the Internet of Value, into, you know. But I think in terms of liquidity, I think the biggest liquidity will be coming out of XRP. But I think Bitcoin will have its own little demand of being a collectible or store of value that you would like to have, whatever they call it, a digital gold. I don't know if it's good enough to be a digital gold, to be honest. But you know, if BTC is digital gold, then XRP is like fire, right? You just, or water in its most literal sense. You need to drink water every day. You're going to need XRP for everyday payments, for all types of things. It's just going to be a necessity. That's what's so great about XRP. It's going to be a necessity to have it. To use it, right? Back in my day, we used to buy Bitcoin on Cash App, son. Exactly. And remember, there's always the dark side of it where, you know, I've even speculated with Baba on this is, you know, what if, because he believes that CBDCs are going to really crush a lot of cryptos, right? And I can see where he's going. We don't have a full understanding yet of what CBDCs are capable of, and what if they become finite, right? There's all these possibilities, but mostly the reason I believe they're creating CBDCs is to, when they regulate merchants or businesses that are going to be receiving all sorts of value, whether it's like a Dogecoin or a BTC or XRP or airline miles or stocks or anything, or their in-game NFT, for example, or portions of their metaverse, you know, type of thing. It's going to all be converted through the ISO messaging system, the ISO 20022 standard, and converted into a CBDC. So as a payer, you'll be able to pay with whatever you want, but it's going to be converted to a CBDC for the merchant and for the regulators, for the central banks. So you'll think you have this freedom in payments and controlling your own data, but ultimately the transaction is being, you know, is over the ISO 20022 messaging standard, over the ILP, the interledger protocol. All payments being bridged by XRP. The USA needs XRP, make no mistake. Just in the same way that the IP protocol, the internet protocol, is like a common standard that we're all agreeing upon and sharing data here. That's what it's like with the interledger protocol. Being able to create areas of trust where there is none. Being able to create trust where there is none. I don't get CBDCs. The US dollar is already a CBDC. It's mostly digital nowadays. Sniff, I understand what you're saying, but CBDCs, if RippleNet is implemented, we're unlocking all the capital, unused capital and dormant accounts across the world, bringing them back to the local central banks, right? So the US dollar coming back to the, you know, the US, China's yuan, instead of parked in dormant parts of the world, going back to China. And the more money that these countries have of their own currency, the more power they actually have over their country for innovation as well. And so CBDCs will be like representations of all the money that the local bank is holding of their local currency, right? So when you're in China and you decide to pay with XRP, the merchant will convert that XRP to the Chinese digital yuan. Right? Because remember, the XRPL is made to complement value. It's not there to replace value, but it becomes valuable as a tool, right? The tool itself becomes valuable. So just like fire or water or whatever things that, you know, have shifted humanity and have been important tools, right? Our relationship with technology. Technology is a tool, right? This tool allows for fast payments and bridging all forms of value, no matter what ledger it is, whether it's a blockchain ledger, a mobile ledger, a bank ledger. Sounds like too many middlemen to me. Not when the middlemen all just depend on RippleNet to facilitate transactions. Does it sound like too many middlemen for you and me to interact right now through this chat? Right? Like sending a message, sending payments as a message. Right now, some of you are Coil enabled, right? So some of you are sending me micropayments right now as we're interacting in real time without you even having to think about it. Just by interacting on this channel, you're already sending micropayments of XRP. I don't know. Doesn't seem like too many middlemen getting involved right now. It's going to seem like the banks disappear, I think. It's going to seem like they disappeared, but they really just evolved to becoming vaults for the Internet of Value. It sounds like too many. I hear you, though. I respect that. Sniff, you know, you're awesome, man. You're like one of the OG BLUECREWs. Blue Crew members here, and you're always participating in the chat, so I always love the discussion. But yeah, nonetheless, we're holding XRP. Ricky Bustamante, good to see you. What I miss? We're just catching up, hanging out with the. We're just doing a kind of DL talk. There's not really a lot of big news, at least from what I understand. But we're just catching up with the Blue Crew. Yesterday, Ledger City's Mo Morrissey had an interview with On the Chain. I'd recommend checking it out. Seems very bullish for XRP. And I don't want to try to hype up too much, but I like his bullishness on what he expects to happen soon. So let's see. And he gave a shout out to us, man. Gave a shout out to us. But I just want to get to his bullishness on this. So we'll check this out in just a sec. Bones, TEP, my man. He's leveling up. He's gaining knowledge. The Ultra Giant speaks again. You're amazing, dude. Bones TEP. Biggest supporter of our channel, man. Out of this world, my dude. The consistency of the support, I appreciate you, my man. Bird Dog, how you doing? So Grove Zay is saying, Ledger City, will we need to forfeit our XRP? How's my connection coming through, by the way, guys? Am I going black right here or something? Let me see. Hopefully I'm not out of touch here with y'all. No, okay, cool. So Ledger City, will we need to forfeit our XRP? Will we need to move it to XRPL, or will hard wallet self-custody be enough? We will need to move all our XRP to Ledger City to redeem our building. Grose, no. You will not need to ship, like if you have a Ledger Nano, or if you have your XRP and your private keys on a self-custodial wallet, you need to have that anyway to even be able to claim your land in the in Ledger City. But you won't have to be sending your XRP to a Ledger City account. Your Ledger City account is your self-custodial wallet, right? Remember, this game is a 3D visualization of the XRP ledger itself. And in order for it to be considered on the XRP blockchain, you need to own the keys to your XRP, right? Not your keys, not your crypto. So same thing here. In order to even have a 3D representation or 3D building representing an XRP account, all those accounts are on self-custodial wallets. Now, in the future, or I'm assuming, even if you don't have an XRP account, you'll be able to view the Ledger City, but you won't be able to participate in it. But you'll be able to see the Ledger City buildings and what's going on in Ledger City as just a viewer of the 3D visualizer itself. Now, once you create an account and you've established that you own the address by making micropayments of XRP to Ledger City, very, very small payments, like sub a penny, you'll receive a certain amount of LCC token. I don't know how much LCC token it will be, but the LCC token is the in-game currency of Ledger City to start purchasing NFTs, to be involved with missions, I assume. To get involved with their marketplace. You'll have a trust line for LCC set with your Xumm wallet, or however you set up a trust line through your ledger. So hopefully that clears up a lot of info for you. I try to make it as simple and concise to explain, but I understand there's a lot of people who are just trying to learn about Ledger City. And we've been setting up Twitter spaces as well. Now, we did our first one today. It kind of ended abruptly because my phone died, but I'll definitely make sure to keep it plugged in next time. I wasn't expecting the Twitter space to go on for that long, but yeah, we were talking about Ledger City, and that's where we're going to, try to provide education. Hopefully, eventually, this maybe who knows what happens with these spaces or anything, but hopefully we can have such a big community for the Ledger citizens, and maybe make our building in Ledger City a place for people to get together and educate and strategize about Ledger City. Like maybe being one of the main hubs for Ledger citizens to get together and talk to each other. CBDCs will allow instant settlement at a fraction of the cost, smart contracts, interoperability, liquidity on demand. It could be a dystopian nightmare where you could have money turned off. Yeah, and based if they believe you have criminal activity, maybe something like that can happen. I don't know if it, like, I hear what you're saying, though. It could be a dystopian nightmare. The funny thing is like, maybe people, like, we always imagine something dystopian because to us in the present, that seems dystopian, right? But right now, we're even living in a dystopia, right? If you were the person in the 1950s or 60s and you're alive now, you probably think this has developed into some sort of dystopian already, right? Maybe not in the same ways that sci-fi movies look like or anything like that. So I think by the time maybe something like that is happening with CBDCs, people will have kind of already given, because people slowly over time give up more and more of their freedom, right? Unfortunately. And I'm not trying to be pessimistic here, you guys, or anything like that. It's just, once again, I'm open for discussions on anything. I do believe the future is bright, especially for people who are, I'm not saying awake, but are taking advantage of being alive and taking advantage of the opportunity of being alive and ways to, achieve happiness or success or whatever you desire in life. Just knowing that you can achieve your desires and, your mindset of how you view this reality, it gets so deep, right? But yeah, what's dystopian to us now may be normal to people in the future. That's the funny thing. Yeah, exactly. It'll have pros and cons, right? Oh, great. Criminal activity is like very limited or something, right? Like you're just able to stop all anti-money laundering crimes and everything like that. Or money laundering. I mean, not anti-money laundering. Ricky Bustamante, yeah, I guess you could. Ricky Bustamante, I guess you could do if you want to be artistic and do make your own Twin Towers replication thing, sure. The future is bright for Tiger Cubs. Little Tiger Cub NFTs. Tiger Cub Club. Yeah, exactly. Which government? One world government. I mean, I do believe we're in a one world government regardless. I do believe that. I don't think there's as much separation amongst these leaders as we like to think. I think they're all playing the same game. They're all very well aware of, they control the flow of information to the people, right? So, and that's really, there's a lot of power in that. There's a lot of power in that. So, maybe the way we're perceiving reality has been very much shaped by what they allow to be perceived in the first place. And I know that gets all conspiratorial and feeling like you got to look over your shoulder and all that type of stuff. Like, I just don't really care. If they're watching or not watching, I don't care. I'm just going to live my life and try to have a good time. But yeah, let's check out this little bit of Mo Morrissey here. And he gives a shout out to us, but he also, there we are right there on the bottom left, our avatar. But I think it's really encouraging what he says about the XRPL here. So I'm going to turn down the music and then we're going to listen to this from Mo Morrissey talking about Ledger City, but also talking about the XRPL. I think that's the main focus of this clip right here. I'm not going to play like all the bits of this interview, but I highly recommend checking out On the Chain Live and checking out this interview. It's very informative, especially if you're looking forward to Ledger City. The movie They Live, exactly. There's some people who have the glasses on, some people who can see, right?
For being very persistent and...
All right, there we go. All right, let me know if the sound level's good.
Without further ado, let's jump into the project a little bit. So, a little background on yourself. So people know you from DevNull Productions at DevNullProd on Twitter. Can you tell us a little bit about what DevNull is and a little bit about your background?
Sure thing. And I would also like to thank GDLT. He's a great guy, and everyone should subscribe to his stream. Really informative content.
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to Mo Morrissey. Shout out to Chip. You guys are amazing.
So, as you mentioned before, I'm founder and CEO of DevNull Productions. It is a startup working in the cryptocurrency, the blockchain sector that's been around for about 4 or 5 years now. Our main focus is on the XRP ledger, as based on our understanding and our research, it's the technical level, the financial level, and so much more. It is really the standard when it comes to blockchain technologies.
It is really the standard when it comes to blockchain technologies.
So we have developed several products in the sector. Some focused on XRP, some focused on various other cryptocurrencies. One of our early products was XRP Intel, which provided data and analytics for XRP traders, market makers, analysts, and more. And that product was very well received, and we're really excited. We're really happy as far as the market adoption and all that on that front. Our second product, if you go to our website, you'll see a link to it.
But yeah, just, obviously, that's just a little snippet. I just want to give you guys a preview. Of course, we can watch the whole interview, but I don't want to be, I don't want to be spending the whole stream doing that. So I just want to, share that, check it out. The interview's awesome. Mo Morrissey's a great guy. Really cool. Great info on Ledger City and the history of Ledger City, why they're bullish on the XRPL. If we get people like Brian Brooks and Chris Giancarlo on Digital Dollar Project, I think it would be more positive than negative, at least for some time. Yeah. I mean, they've been working on that for... I don't know if those guys have been working on it, but yeah, the digital dollar. Link 2, kind of... They've been very interesting on how active they've been on Twitter. I don't know if you guys know about Link 2, but they're... I'll show you guys their Twitter page. But they, they're bullish on Ripple and XRP. Private investing, right? So being able to invest in Ripple pre-IPO, right? Being going under as an accredited investor to be able to get some Ripple stock. But they've been really bullish on XRP, and even talking about what's the future of the, what's the US CBDC of the future, right? And they were speculating about USDC. So let me see if we can find that post really quick here, because they do post pretty often here, as you can see. Yeah, they're big supporters of Uphold as well. You're able to access Link 2 through Uphold. Yeah, they talk about a lot of different things here. Okay, so here we go. Who thinks USDC is going to be adopted as the CBDC for the USA? Let us know in the comments. And I was like, whatever the BIS org thinks, because Jeremy Allaire, Sam Bankman-Fried, foundational technology for a new financial system. So those cryptos affiliated with those USDC pairs, it's looking more favorable as time passes, man. Jeremy Allaire and Circle and BIS Innovation Summit. That's a pretty big deal. And we already know with FTX, guys, like if you guys aren't aware about FTT token, or, the major investments they have in Solana and the major connections between Solana, Ripple, Global ID, Uphold, FTX. Hell, I think we even saw an FTX building. I might be projecting here, but there was like an FTX building in Ledger City. That could be total... I think it was definitely Binance, though. Binance we saw there. Makes sense. Legendary. Yep. So, I think the ones with USDC pairs, I mean, TRX is involved with that. XTZ is involved with that. Hedera is involved with that, right? And we know Greg Kidd invests in HBAR, right? It's part of his Hard Yaka portfolio. So HBAR, Cody, Kava, Solana, XRP, right? Being some of the major Filecoin, right? Hell, Brad Garlinghouse having Filecoin, Greg Kidd having Filecoin, Angel investors in Filecoin. So, yeah, we're seeing how all these parts are kind of playing together. We're just trying to, not only figure out what are going to be the main ones driving significant volume, but, I think finding ones that are connected to each other this way could be the ones that are establishing this internet of value, this interoperability amongst different ecosystems. And really, when you put them all together, they're really not that much. They're like, I don't even think they add up to about 100 tokens, and there's thousands upon thousands, right? How do I go about getting the G coin, the GDLT token? I think, Tony Bags, if you want to DM me your address, we do have some leftover GDLT token to give away. If you haven't received your GDLT token, it's because you haven't set up a trust line to GDLT token and left your address in the comments of the launch video, right? There's people who left their address in the comments of the launch video, but when I try to send it to them, it would say there was no trust line set. So those people who are saying, well, I put my address in, but I didn't receive GDLT token, you didn't set up a trust line. So now we have leftover GDLT token to give away. How do I go about the G coins? So Xumm Wallet, Tony Bags, you just message me over Twitter. I think you have a Twitter account, right? Can you just DM me on Twitter your Xumm Wallet address, and please make sure to set up a trust line to GDLT token. I don't have the link for the trust line address here just yet. Let me get the music back on, and let me not blast your ears while doing so. Appreciate everybody tuning in. What's up to the Blue Crew, the Ledger Citizens, the Green Giants? You guys are awesome. Always thankful and grateful for your support. We'll never tell you what to do. You guys can hit the likes or subscribe or do whatever you want. I just appreciate your time and appreciate hanging out with the Blue Crew and Green Giants. It's a pretty chill DLTalk day today. Not heavy on the charts. Kind of a sideways day. We're waiting for crypto to just maybe take a bounce and give us an awesome weekend ahead. But we're having a little bit of retracements going on. What was the average amount that you sent to everyone? 27,777. Damn it. I lowered the wrong speakers. Speakers tab. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry, y'all. What was the average amount that you sent to everyone? I sent 27,777. Yeah, my bad on the music being loud, you guys. My bad. Ricky Bustamante, what do you do for a living? And music is a tad bit loud. I got you. Yeah, guys, let me know if the music and everything's better. It should be now. What do I do for a living? I do a lot of odd jobs, man. And they're all production-based. Film production-based. I do camera work. I do, overall just production work. I do motion capture stuff now, too. Right on, brother. Got my GDLT. Thank you. Hell yeah, guys. Groze, I know not assume. Let me see, what did Grosse say? I don't know. I don't see his comment there. I got 0G. Mix. It's because you didn't set up a trust line, my dude. There was 3 addresses that I wasn't able to send to because they didn't have trust lines. So DM me on Twitter and set up a trust line this time. DM me your address and then I'll send it over. GDLT to 1. Hell yeah, man, if you guys want to make it happen, dude. It's the most community, it's the ugliest distribution, but I think it's a very fair distribution, and I definitely have way less than you guys. Way less. I think we have a strong foundation of about 26 to 27 addresses that all have 27,777. And whatever those 26 addresses start to do from there, that's pretty awesome. You know, the token is in your hands now, you guys, you know. Whatever you guys decide to do. Yes, I have it set. Okay, then yeah, DM me your token again. Or your either through Twitter or our Discord or in this comment, in the comment list for this video, not in the live chat, but in the comment section. DM me your address, the Xumm Wallet address. All gonna be in Ledger City. Yeah, man, I can't wait to be doing spaces or even hosting these YouTube videos possibly in the future through Ledger City, people being able to participate in these live streams through Ledger City. That would be very, very cool. I definitely intend to have like community gatherings in the Ledger City without a doubt. It's gonna be really cool, man. I can't wait to see that hype cycle, or just not hype cycle, but like excitement of the community sharing their, you know, their experiences of Ledger City, doing screenshots of funny stuff that happens in Ledger City, or little recordings of discussions that were in the Ledger City. Very excited for that project, without a doubt. Shout out to everybody tuning in, by the way. Thank you guys so much. Got my GDLT, thank you. Hell yeah, man. Some people are really hoping that they can maybe transact with GDLT token in Ledger City. I think the main focus right now for them is to drive as much utility for their respective coin. Sniff, with that total supply, I could see it being possible. I mean, yeah, it's a really, really small total supply. It really just depends on, you know, what the community ends up doing to help spreading awareness about it, right? Like, not many people know about our channel. Obviously, we got 17 viewers and 15 likes, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you because you guys bring quality to the chats, and that's really what it's all about, and what we've been trying to continue to do since day one. Gonna use my G money at the strip club in Ledger City. Oh, dude, imagine OnlyFans or type of things happening in the Ledger City. We were speculating, like, that'd be cool if you can go into a either just instantly teleport to meetings, or like for example, if like I share a link, or you know, and you'll be able to jump into a meeting in Ledger City instead of having to take your avatar to that building or fly that avatar to the building to participate in that meeting. You can just kind of have like an instant teleport to that specific building or address or whatever. So that was one of the cooler things that we kind of discussed. But yeah, who knows, like, what if they do an OnlyFans thing, or like there's an influencer there who's like, click this link in the like you're in their building, and they like have you click a link that takes you to an external website, or you know, external platform or platform within the platform of Ledger City. It could get, yeah, I mean, you know, there's gonna be people trying to do some raunchy stuff in the Ledger City. And one of the cool things that we heard, it's an open source game, right? Ledger City is an open source game. So other developers can come in and build on it. That's really exciting. Like, what if they already have some NDAs with some major gaming companies, or, you know, up and coming gaming companies that could really boost the development of this game? Speaking of Ledger City, we got the Ledger City theme song in the background here. Guys, appreciate the 19 viewers, the 17 likes. Thanks to any new subscribers to the channel. Yeah, sorry about the music being loud earlier. But yeah, let's look into the reds here, you guys. Let's jump into the reds. What's red in the past 24 hours here? Network down to 3 cents now. Remember when this one was at a penny? Now looking like it's creating a floor there at 3 cents. DeFi land looking like a really good floor right here on DeFi land. We saw it have a nice jump up to 3 cents. It started to retrace, but it looks like DeFi land is possibly waking up, and some really cool stuff happening in the DeFi land. If you guys are big on the Solana ecosystem or enjoy the user experience of the Solana ecosystem, DeFi land, really cool kind of gamification of DeFi. Major investors in on this platform, right? So that's why we believe in this token as a speculative investment, but also I've been using their platform and it's freaking fun, right? It's not like something that you're paying attention to all day, but they are going to have play to earn mechanics where maybe you are being involved for a good portion of time on DeFi land. So they have auto compound. They've just started staking. They have auto compounding as well. So far, the percentages, from what I understand, are around like 50 to 100% so far for the APY. They're doing a customize your land competition. So whoever has the best village, and there's not many people in on this thing just yet. So, like, let's say if everybody here in the chat were to jump in, one of us would probably win at least one of the 10 places here to earn some DFL. If you get first place, you win a Gen 0 NFT. That's pretty cool. So that's, another type of game that I'm pretty stoked about. They got some cool little, all the different NFTs, the different tractors, and I'm sure they all do like add more to your harvest in a certain way, or harvest faster even. They got an interesting token burning mechanism that involves watering your plants. When you're watering your plants, you're doing it so you can earn an NFT, but you're also burning a supply of DFL. Alameda Research is invested in this, right? FTX, a lot of major Solana ecosystem players. Anatoly is following them. So just on that alone, I think it's an interesting speculation. Atom, under $30, loving the Atom ecosystem and Cosmos ecosystem. It's looking like Atom's creating a floor in the $20 range. You never know what may happen tomorrow. There could be a major catalyst, but not too bad. Dragon Chain looking like an amazing low right there at 49 cents. It's just sad to see Dragon Chain's token so low, but they're definitely one of those enterprise cryptos to keep an eye out for. G Money Strings, what's up, Berserker? Shout out to Berserker. His Crypto Night Lives are awesome. If you guys don't know about his YouTube channel, the guy's the man. Already a legend, just needs to be recognized, and he's recognized amongst us. Berserker, bro. Hell yeah. IrisNet at 5 cents, looking pretty appealing. So there's good value out there still to be had. We had a nice pump, and now, major retracements yet again. But hopefully, for example, BTC goes to 38K and then maybe bounces back up above 40K to continue the little breakout that it had. And same thing with XRP, right? Same thing with a lot of these cryptos, since they're still moving in tandem with each other for now. G-Unit. What's up, guys? Thanks for the 20 viewers, the 18 likes. So yeah, check out this interview with Mo Morrissey and Ledger City and On the Chain. And we're hanging out here with the Blue Crew. If you guys have any questions, whether it's about Ledger City or crypto in general, feel free to ask. Definitely been enjoying talking about Ledger City and just hearing the excitement from people and what they want to be doing with their buildings. What possibly can you do with your buildings? Mo Morrissey did give an interesting answer in the interview, talking about education, like this game being mostly about education, whether it's running meetings or other things. But I also think it's educating people on the scope of the XRPL, the scale that it can achieve, and then also, just seeing the major whale accounts that exist in it. Like, I think that visualization can really drive some FOMO, not only amongst XRP community members, to get XRP and to get plots of land, but also people who are metaverse fanatics, right? I think Dragon is so low mostly because there's no trading pairs. The only way I know to buy is with BTC. I hear you, Bone Step. It's hard to get Dragon Chain. I don't know why they lack liquidity, or there hasn't been more and more exchanges listing them, but at least what we're seeing here, they're still continuing to build. They still have a solid foundation, but it is very, very sad to see with such a low supply that they have, that the token's price isn't significantly higher. But I'm still speculating on them. I don't know if I'm buying more Dragon Chain. I think these prices are tremendous, though, if for an entry point, for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely still willing to speculate on them just based on that foundation, the fundamentals. Been staking Secret, hope it goes way up. I love Secret token. I mean, inherently private smart contracts, not like anything else in this space. We like unique cryptos that stand out in that way. And that it's beneficial for businesses. It's not something that's trying to circumvent governments or businesses or anything like that. It's just trying to show newer ways of owning the data at a smart contract level. And being able to choose when you reveal that information, right? Very critical. Then again, I haven't traded Dragon for a couple of years, just holding. Same here, man. I'm just holding my Dragon Chain. Whatever happens to it, happens. Right? With so many cryptos, whatever's going on with HBAR, Cody, I've established my positions, fortunately, early with some of those cryptos, so I'm just holding on. Kind of set it, forget it, and then now just accumulate more XRP to try to get a cool building in Ledger City. Same thing with Atom. I'm just earning the Atom rewards that I'm currently getting, and Osmo, and trying to convert those into XRP or XLM. I'm super stoked for XLM too. I think XLM under 20 cents is awesome value. I don't know if I showed you guys this post, but let me see who was referencing it. I think it was Payment Infrastructure News. Yeah, it was Payment Infrastructure News. So their news on ISO 20022 and the migration, you know, and they give updates on ISO 20022 and migration. And check this out. Almost half of the companies in Germany rate the influence of payment systems based on DLT, for example, Ripple and IBM WorldWire, on future cross-border payments as very high or high, a result of a study by the ISO 20022 experts DPS group, which can be downloaded here. So that's very encouraging to see. For especially the stellar knots, like, okay, cool, IBM WorldWire is still alive. That's good to see, right? IBM is part of the ISO 20022 standards body, so not necessarily stellar, but hey, IBM is in there. There's probably going to be some collaboration going on. Cheap beer money for Talkin' Tiger, also shouting out Mad Meerkat ecosystem. Dude, I gotta check that out. I've heard about Mad Meerkat coming from a lot of directions, and the excitement about Kronos. I'm pretty late to the game, unfortunately, but I'm definitely hearing a ton about the excitement and the community that's building around there. Let me see what else we got going on. Shout out to the Blue Crew, shout out to the Ledger Citizens and the Green Giants. Much love to y'all. Once again, we are starting up Twitter Spaces, talking about Ledger City, getting the Ledger Citizens together to talk, and hopefully this could eventually, in the future, expand to Ledger City itself, where we're gathering, you know, the Ledger Citizens and talking about Ledger City, talking strategy, right? Or just having a place to hang out with the Ledger Citizens. Ripple saying we're excited to share the initial creators being funded by Ripple's Creator Fund. Justin Bua, XRPL Punks, Steven Sebring, right? So that's huge for XRPL Punks right here. Right? Massive. Massive for XRPL Punks. They'll be working with our new NFT marketplace partners to integrate the XRPL. So Gearit. I got to follow Gearit here. And who else? Eternity. Okay. And on XRP.com. Oh, I was already following. All right. Volante Technologies posting BNY Mellon's Isabel Schmidt asks where do we stand on the journey to ISO 20022? Right? Volante Technologies, major Ripple partner. That's why we always share their news. Tony Bag saying, I'm not able to DM you on Twitter for some reason. Snap, dude. Okay, just in the comments of this this video, leave your XRP address. Your Xumm Wallet address, my dude. Ledger City, is it a game? Yeah, man, it's first and foremost a 3D visualizer of the XRPL. So whether you have XRP or not, you'll be able to view the 3D visualizer of Ledger City. But if you have an XRP account, you have digital land that you can claim in Ledger City and participate in the gaming mechanics and metaverse by doing so, by claiming your land. And there's an in-game token called Ledger City Coin that you use to purchase NFTs and maybe some other, you know, play-to-earn mechanics in the game. Somebody brought up a pretty cool idea of what if, or inspired a cool idea, but like what if we, there's a DeFi aspect for continuing to hold your building. Like what if you get paid an LCC token for maintaining your building at a certain size on a certain plot of land, for example. I forgot to ask Mo if we want to use our XRP for liquidity or some other use. Will our building still stand? Yeah, he said like, once again, your building evolves in real time, right, with the size of your account. So if your account does get smaller, you decide to sell your XRP, your building will get smaller, and there will be an animation that accompanies the building getting smaller in real time. Where do I download it from? You're going to be, so far right now, all you can do is register through ledgercitygame.com. So you register your email account, create an account for Ledger City Game, register. We have a whole video playlist. If you go to our playlist section on this channel, Ricky, we have something called LCUs, which is Ledger Citizens United, and it's a whole playlist educating people on all the updates so far up to now of what's going on with Ledger City. How to register for Ledger City, how to, you know, what are the main questions about Ledger City, basically getting the community together, Ledger citizens together and talking about Ledger City. So yeah, you would go to ledgercitygame.com and then you'd log in. And that's so far all you can do. You don't download the game just yet. The game is going to be out in 40 days, but they do expect there to be a delay. So don't be surprised if there is, let's say, 100 days, right? And even then, when that game is, they do expect to launch early access to Ledger City. I don't know who's going to get early access, but if you have your email and you're subscribed to Ledger City, you'll get email notifications, right? If you get early access or not. But yeah, this is a long haul with this project, you guys. It's going to be a lot of growing pains to come. You know, a lot of impatience that could be presented, right? Because we're expecting tremendously great things, but let's not expect it to be tremendously great from the get-go. No. Ledger City game.com, not gaming. Here, I'll share the link. Discord DM, my man. Give me my G's, please. All right, Mix, I hear you, dude. Yeah, so your building will change depending on the fluctuation of your XRP account. He did bring up the matter of privacy, right? And basically, you know, how you represent yourself through Ledger City or on social media is up to you, right? So if you want to not be showing off a big building or anything, that's your choice, right? And you can always maybe create a separate account that has a smaller amount of XRP if you do want to be showing off or showing your NFTs in Ledger City, right? Or if you do want people to know where your building is and what your address is, right? I think it's smart to have multiple accounts, right? I think that's pretty smart. I mean, there's going to be people who want multiple accounts just so they can have multiple buildings in different parts of Ledger City, right? Being able to claim different parts of prime real estate in Ledger City. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be really, really cool. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in for another DLTalk. Shout out to the Blue Crew, the Green Giants, and the Ledger citizens out there. I'll see you guys very soon. Always good hanging out with y'all. Always a good stream. And once again, thank you for the support, everybody. Thank you, Sniff and Bones TEP, for the donations. Thank you to any new subscribers. Always grateful to y'all. Of course, you got to have a beach house in a ski chalet up in the mountains. Yeah, right? People want to get a beach house, get some snowy place up, or a cabin up in the mountains. Maybe someplace in the major cities or wherever the XRP fountain is. As XRP bags would say, meet me at the XRP fountain. But alright guys, much love to y'all. Always grateful. Thank you, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, Blue Crew, Ledger citizens, and all the communities out there. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. I'll see you guys in the next one. Much love, y'all. Adios. Yep, Ledger City Duck neighborhood, right? The Vincent Wilson neighborhood where only 20K buildings are allowed. Yeah, Blue Crew neighborhood, Blue Crew block. It's going to be fun, man. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys soon. We're going to do a hard out here. All right. Peace out.